He was the hammer that shook the heavens, the thunder that echoed across realms. But beneath the storm, Thor was something far more powerful. He was a god with a heart, a protector, a son, a friend, and in the end, a sacrifice. This is not just the tale of a warrior. It is the saga of honor, strength, and love that even death could not silence. Thor was born to Odin, king of the Aesir, and Fjorgyn, the earth goddess. From the moment he took his first breath, storms followed him. He laughed as lightning danced across the sky, and when he cried, rain fell across Midgard. He was a force of nature, wild, bold, and unafraid. Asgard's hope. Odin foresaw that Thor would become the bulwark of Asgard. But the young god was impulsive, quick to anger, and hungry for glory. Odin sent him to train with the Valkyries, learn wisdom from the Norns, and even toil among mortals to learn humility. Thor's relationship with Loki was complex. Loki, adopted and cunning, admired Thor's strength but also envied it. Thor, meanwhile, believed in Loki, often standing up for him when others doubted his loyalty. As a gift from the dwarves, Mjolnir was more than a weapon. It was bound to Thor's soul. With it, he could command storms, slay giants, and protect the realms, but it only answered to him when wielded with purpose and honor. It reminded him, power is a tool, not a prize. Thor's marriage to Sif brought peace to his stormy spirit. She was calm, wise, and strong in her own right. Her golden hair was said to be spun from the fields of Midgard itself. When Loki once cut it as a cruel prank, Thor's rage nearly cracked Asgard, but he forgave him when the dwarves created new hair of living gold. From Jotunheim to Svartalfheim, Thor's battles were many. He wrestled with Hrungnir, shattered entire mountains, and once drank from the ocean, disguised as a horn. But his most famous duel was with the Midgard serpent, Jörmungandr, though that battle was fated for Ragnarok. Thor, thinking himself the strongest in the realms, was humbled when he visited the illusionist king Utgard the Loki. There, he tried to lift a cat that was secretly Jörmungandr and wrestled an old woman who was actually old age itself. He lost, but gained humility. He wasn't just a warrior. He was Midgard's shield. When giants plotted to blot out the sun, it was Thor who brought it back. He would descend in disguise among mortals, walking among farmers and fishermen, quietly ensuring peace. As Ragnarok approached, Thor saw his world shifting. Loki grew distant and more deceitful. The gods argued. The balance of the realms cracked. But still, Thor stood firm. He trained his sons, especially Magni and Modi, knowing they would inherit a broken world. The beginning of the end. The sky split. The Bifrost burned. Giants, led by Surtur and Loki, stormed Asgard. Odin fell. Heimdall clashed with Loki in a final fatal duel. Amid chaos, Thor found Jörmungandr rising from the sea, its poison darkening the waves. The fight between Thor and the serpent shook Yggdrasil. Thunder clashed with venom. Mjolnir cracked scales forged at the dawn of time. Thor broke Jörmungandr's skull, but staggered, wounded, the poison coursing through him. He took 9 steps before collapsing. The gods watched in silence. Sif wept, cradling her. Thor looked to the sky. No fear, no regret, only peace. His last words whispered not to the gods, but to his children. Be better, stay true. Legacy of the thunder god. Thor died, but his sons survived. Mjolnir was lost, but legends say it still waits for one worthy. In the echoes of thunder, mortals say you can still hear his roar, protecting them even now. Thor was not remembered for killing giants. He was remembered for his honor, for standing when others fell, for loving fiercely, for dying as he lived, not as a god of war, but a god of strength and heart. If Thor's story moved you, share it. These ancient myths still live because we carry them. Who should we explore next? Odin, the all-seeing, Freya the fierce, or the doomed trickster Loki? Let me know in the comments. And if you believe strength lies in honor, then you've already walked in Thor's footsteps. Subscribe for more myths from across the world.